thoughts while standing in the queue. I was standing in the queue at the flower market trying to get something beautiful in my life for a change, and I was thinking about tipping. In Japan and China, it's considered very, very rude to tip. After all, you're giving people money for something they're already paid to do and something they take great pride in. I understand how they feel because years and years and years ago in the early 80s, I was ushering for the San Francisco Opera. I loved doing it because I got to see all the operas free, and sometimes I got to meet important stars like Placido Domingo, and I just adored it. And I didn't have to pay a cent. All I had to do was take these people down the aisle. Well, one day I was taking a very posh-looking couple down the aisle when the man slipped a $5 bill in my hand. I reacted as if I'd been shot. I said, "Oh, I can't take that," and I handed it back to him. He said to me, "My dear," he said, I am tipping you because you're giving me lovely service. That's how we do it in Paris." I said, "Well, guess what? This is the United States, and we don't do that. I enjoy doing this for you, and I am well paid for my services because I get to see a lot of operas free." I took the gentleman down to his seat, and as I took him down, he gave me back the $5 bill, and I gave him back the $5 bill, and we played this game until he finally was seated. When I got home, I found his $5 bill tucked into my sleeve. The French are very determined, aren't they? Times change, and opinions and attitudes soften, and let's fast forward 20 years. It is now 2001, and I am it's later than that, it's 2003. And somebody said to me, why don't you add some music to your comedy routine? And I said, because I can't sing. And they said, no, that will make it funny. And I said, well, I have a funny little song I've been singing since I was a child by Johnny Mercer called The Strip Polka. Why don't I sing that? Well, I don't do things halfway, and if I was going to sing a song about a woman that was stripping, I was going to strip. So I hauled out all my favorite underwear from the 40s, and I borrowed a negligee, and I sang my heart out at Winter's Bar. While I was singing, a man who happened to be my financial advisor shoved $5 in my brassiere. I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled. Now, I know I'm an ardent feminist, and I don't like being used or demeaned, but no one's ever even noticed that part of my body, and to have $5 shoved in my bra when I was working very, very hard just to earn $1 to get enough money to eat was a gift from heaven. Now, I can understand why people feel diminished and demeaned when they're tipped for something that they enjoy doing. I quite agree with them. However, it's very nice to know that when I take off my clothes, there's going to be somebody in the audience that's going to shove money in my brassiere. And I'll tell you something. Much as I don't like to be diminished and I don't like to be used as a tool, I like to be a woman in my own right. If you give me money in my hand, I will object unless I feel that I've earned it. But if you shove it in my brassiere, I'm so happy that somebody has finally noticed I have a bosom that I will accept it with a smile. And to tell you the truth, if you compliment any other part of my body, I would probably pay you. And thank you very much for joining me for my thoughts while standing in the queue.